have a film idea, but where do you start? Well, Kurt Jaimungal has the details. He's the founder of indiefilmTO, and you decided to create an organization that helps people who want to make films but don't know what to do, right?
Right. First of all, I love your enthusiasm. It's like, where do I start? I'm going to steal that.
Well, I can imagine how frustrating it would be to have something, you know that it would be great, you know that it would resonate with people, but you just don't know how to take that first step.
Right. Well, a lot of filmmakers start off doing short films and stuff like that, and just, they get their cell phone camera, they make a film with that, and then they're like, oh, this was not that bad, my mom said it was good, but my mom says everything is good. So then they show it to other people, and then they improve, they get a DSLR, which is every independent filmmaker knows what that is.
Is it a camera?
Yeah, it's a type of camera. And then they start making short films. And what I wanted to do with indiefilmTO is sort of give this chance for independent filmmakers to sort of get their movies made, seen, and sold. That's our mantra. And so we just did this article. We spent so long on this article and just released it to the public. Just here's every single way you can get funding in Toronto. Every single deadline, here's exactly how you know if you're eligible. And so they have no excuse not to, and here's who to contact, here's when to contact them, their number. I got people's personal contact information. I said, hey, this guy likes golf, by the way. You could mention golf in an email.
Wow, where did you get this information?
Well, I just looked it up, and then I'm a stalker, maybe, so I can look up people on Facebook, and it sounds so bad. But then you could just see what they like. That's what people don't do. If you did that extra 20% work, you can get so much more results, but we just did that extra work for you. So that's one of the examples of the things we do.
Wow, and yeah. I'm sure the filmmakers are thanking you so much. Have you been getting feedback from them saying, here's what I did with the information you gave me?
Yeah, I got a lot of positive feedback, and I remember my stomach was hurting every single day before I released this content because I was so nervous that they wouldn't like it, and I was like, shoot, and people liked it. So
right on.
Yeah.
Well, now you've got a contest coming up called the 60-Day Feature Film Challenge. What's that?
Right. So, like you said, I ask all my readers, what's one thing you always wanted to do, but just never done, and they email me back, and after I go through all the emails and say, hey, the thing I want to do most is be on Daytime Toronto with Val. No, I'm kidding. But after I get through those emails, then it's they say, I want to do a feature film. I've always done short films, and this year I want to do a feature film. I tell myself that every single year, but I don't do it. So then I was trying to think, how do I solve this? And I'm the exact same way. I'm an independent filmmaker too. I've been doing short films, and once you do a feature film, it's, by the way, just so you know, the difference between a short and a feature is a short is 15 minutes long, and a feature is an hour-and-a-half length movie that you normally watch in the theaters. Once you do that, then you've made it. You feel wow, you're in the big leagues now. You don't go back to playing softball once you're in with the Yankees or whatever. So that's what it's like. So I issued this challenge to the community. Let's all do our own film, the one that we've wanted to do for so long, the one that's in our drawer for 2 years or 3 years. You own the rights to your own film. There's a couple other contests kind of like this, but those people have say over the script, and those people retain rights over it. This is hey, you guys want to do your own film anyway, let's all just do our own feature film, and I'll do it with you, plus I'll give you an extra little bonus. Here's I've managed to get $1,000, just a little extra bonus for every person that gets approved for this challenge, and discounts on food for their crew.
It's brilliant.
Yeah, and then we'll meet every other week so that we all hold each other accountable. Another reason why people don't do their feature films is there's no social accountability. It's when you're...
Because it gets hard.
Yeah,
there's going to be a point where it gets hard, and you don't want to go in and spend another 12-hour day, right?
Yeah, and it's not only that. They do 12-hour days on when they do their short films, but it's more there's some mental barrier. It's no, a feature film is too hard. It's too many. It's too daunting. But they can do it. They just... It's a mental thing, and they don't see their friends doing it. They don't also have deadlines. You work for yourself.
Which they need.
Right, it's exactly that.
Well, you've brought some films along with you. Let's watch a little bit of this, and we'll chat about them.
Sure.
So, Aphonic is the first one, right?
Yeah, these are just clips of movies that I helped make, or they'll be at the festival that we're doing in September or October, the beginning of October, at the Beltiff Lightbox, where we're going to be doing a short film festival there, and the winner of this sort of 60-day film challenge, the best film there, will get screened at the Beltiff Lightbox.
Nice.
And I'm excluding myself from that extra portion because obviously I can't. Otherwise, I'd say, hey, my film's the best film. So.
And then we have another one, Black Dog.
If you're looking at this and you're an independent filmmaker, you know, like, okay, I can make things like this, but to make it now from 12 minutes to an hour or an hour and a half is too daunting. It's just in your head. We can do it. There's so many other people who made films for $100, like really, really small budgets, and they just did it, and then that's how they get known.
And you're right, it's that, we just got to get through that wall, that mental block of, oh, I can't do a long film. And The Dentist now is the last clip we have.
Yeah.
You're going to give them that push. Is there a deadline for when these films need to be completed?
Yeah, so, okay, everybody has to apply for this challenge. It's free, by the way. There's no submission fee. You can just apply by writing the title of your film, how you plan on getting a budget for it, things like that. It's all on indiefilmTO.com, and you just apply by June 15th, and I'll let you know if you're approved literally the day afterwards. And also you can talk to me to get help on your application to make it good. The main thing is I need to make sure that you'll be able to finish your film in 60 days. If you're doing a film like Inception, there's no way you're going to do it in 60 days. If you need a shark and an ocean, you're not going to do it in 60 days.
So choose wisely.
Yeah, so that's one of the criteria of the things that
That's so cool. And all the clips of the films we saw are the quality is very, very
yeah, they're
good.
very good. Like these people made these movies with no budget, and yeah, they made it with no budget, and they can make a feature film with no budget too. It's just in your head. And we'll release weekly updates on our website on like how things are going for the whole challenge, like between everybody, so that there's no other challenge like this in the world, at least that I've seen, and I've searched for a while. There's no other challenge like this that every filmmaker is going to do their own feature film. It's usually like short film contests like this, like the 48-hour short film contest. But then they do weird things where they're like, hey, make a short film in 48 hours, and we want you to use the word blue and horses.
You're not putting those restrictions on.
No, it's just whatever film you wanted to do anyway. Every filmmaker has that film that they wanted to do from when they were like 18 or from when they were, for years, and they've had it in their drawer and they just never did it.
Get it done!
Yeah.
Get it done. indiefilmTO.com. You're doing your own film right alongside them, so you're all in the same boat. You'll all be able to cry on each other's shoulder and get the encouragement that you need from each other. It's fantastic. indiefilmTO.com for all the details on the 60-day feature film challenge. We'll be heading back to the kitchen next.